I have a set of equations about life. For example, I have an equation in my happiness book. Unhappiness equals U equals I minus R. Unhappiness equals image minus reality. The difference between the image you had for your life and the reality of your life is how much unhappiness you have. I have a lot of equations. Here's another one. Affluence plus secularism equals boredom and leads to leftism. It's a toxic combination, affluence and secularism. People are bored. Boredom is unrecognized at what a powerful force it is for evil in the world. What was it? The old saying?
The devil finds work for idle hands?
Yes, that's right. That's right. And that is entirely accurate. The entire alarmist, eccentric environmentalist movement, the world is coming to an end every 12 years, is rich, white, secular people. This is their boredom killer. What is more exciting than saving the world? I don't think I'm saving the world. I must admit, I'm trying to have a good influence, but saving the world from biological extinction, you can't get better than that. These people are crackpots, and they're destroying much of the world. Look at your energy poverty in Germany and in England. I just received here in California a notice on my phone. Curb your use of electricity, otherwise you will not have any electricity. In one of the richest places on earth, California, USA, in the first quarter of the 21st century, there's not enough power to power air conditioning. It's all because of the environmentalist movement, 100%.
Someone said in Britain the other day, what did they have before candles? And the answer was electricity.
Yes, that's a good one. That is a...
Now, let's tease this out a little bit. You said that, modern secularists are bored and all the rest of it. This is a very interesting thing. Victor Davis Hanson talks about it, the astonishing wealth. We're here in California. Mm-hmm. Think Silicon Valley, think the tech giants. Think fewer and fewer people with vast amounts of money at a time when living standards for the middle and lower classes are collapsing. Mm-hmm. Once business leaders were ballast in many ways. They were socially conservative. They were fiscally conservative. If they lent on government, sometimes they were pretty cutthroat and sometimes they were self-interested. But they had no sort of desire to turn an entire society on its head. But it seems to me that a lot of these, t-shirted, long-haired, thonged squillionaires now telling governments what to do. Is it really so secular? It's almost religious, isn't it? We've got to say...
Oh, no, it is secular, but these are secular religions.
Right.
Yeah, I'm contrasting secularism with Bible-based faith. That's why you and I, you're Christian, I'm Jewish. I suspect we share more values than you do with many Christians and I do with many Jews.
It's worth teasing out just a tiny bit, isn't it? Because there's a couple of features about them that are really odious to my way of thinking, apart from their objectives. One is the way in which they are so merciless. If you dare to disagree, you're cancelled. You're a bad person.
I have a theory on that.
And the other is the way in which, the gods must be satiated. The problem is the great unwashed. There's too many of them.
Well, they're telling them not to have children.
See, there's 7.5 billion people in the world, and you've got people saying, well, we can only support 1.5 billion.
Yes, right. But there's less poverty than ever before, and there are more people than ever before. But I do have a theory on your first point on suppressing speech. So by incredible fluke, I cannot explain it, and I thank God for it. My field of study was communism. There were, in all of Columbia University, tens of thousands of students, I believe, with the graduate schools and the undergraduate. There were 7 of us, to the best of my recollection, who majored in communist affairs. We met at a table like this with our professor. By the way, it was Zbigniew Brzezinski. the national security, later the national security advisor to Carter. Anyway, this is one of the many things I learned studying the left all of my life. There is no example of the left being in power, not one, since Lenin in 1917, where they allowed dissent.
Yeah.
There is not one example. It is built into the left to forcibly shut down opposition.
You must be loyal to the party.
That's right. It's leftism is totalitarian in its nature. Non-totalitarian leftism is liberalism. There is no connection between liberal values and left-wing values, but liberals vote left because they've been brainwashed to believe that the danger to liberalism comes from the right, not the left.